conscious connectors and co-creators. As Will Johnson says, when eye contact between two people is initiated and maintained, an invisible energetic circuit is established between the two participants, dissolving the barriers that ordinarily separate them from each other, drawing them ever closer into a shared awareness of union. Are you connected? Most folks would perhaps say, but of course, to the World Wide Web, to my mobile, to my TV, and all my other electrical devices. Perhaps forgetting to mention the connection to self, the divine, one another, our children, or the eye contact that was once important. Have you ever noticed that the majority of people are entangled or caught up with their laptops and mobiles? Heads down as they walk to and fro without a concern for who is walking towards them. If you aren't the aware and present one walking along, you may just get bumped into or knocked down. Certainly no eye contact is initiated, and sometimes not even an apology afterwards for bumping into you. Most coffee shops are full of people either on the mobile or on their laptops, and unfortunately even when sat next to their partner, child, friends or a family member. It doesn't seem unusual or perhaps considered rude any longer to be engrossed in their devices, completely indifferent to those that they are sitting next to. Even children are on some type of eye, whether it be an iPad, iPod, or iPhone. No more need for conversing, engaging, or even any real need for eye contact. Some children still in a pram are playing with some sort of device that keeps their head down, busy and preoccupied, whilst the parent is busy also on his or her phone, walking along other than enjoying nature's wonders or the connection to the world around them. And did you know that some children have their friends over via their iPad or laptop, where they can see one another to allow them to engage and play in their own separate homes, but with one another through their computer? These children can play like that for hours, and apparently it's quite normal for them to have this type of virtual friendship. Is connecting to one another becoming something we once did and perhaps becoming something of the past? Is it no longer important to make eye contact with one another either, or have an authentic chat where each of us are in the same room? I just happened to come across 8 adults sitting on the pavement in Leicester Square in London the other day. They were sitting on the pavement next to placards asking if anyone would like to connect with them by engaging in an exercise of eye gazing. Eye gazing is an exercise that involves 2 people sitting opposite one another and both just continue to gaze into one another's eyes. These 8 adults had set up a space which invited and welcomed complete strangers to stop with whatever they were doing to sit and consciously connect on a deeper level, other than the normal fleeting look or darting glance, by just gazing into one another's eyes. They were reading each other's various life stories, past and present, staring into the window of one another's soul. Nothing was discussed, all was still, eye contact was maintained, resulting in an appreciation for being able to step inside and share one another's world, connecting and communicating in an alternative and authentic way. These 8 adults also knew too that there was a need to create such a space, and they were others who were starved of such a connection, as they were perhaps instinctively knew too that they would be connecting on a more genuine and deeper level by just sitting opposite a complete stranger in the gazing exercise. The appreciation and meeting of souls were evident in each of the pairs. Magnificent, but do we now need to provide a special area like a no-smoking zone to be able to connect with one another again? Would that then involve having to locate the special connecting zone to get connected and charged up like our own electrical devices, which would then bring one back to a shared awareness of union, until it became necessary to revisit the connecting zone again to bring you back to your connectedness to self and others? Advancement in technology has certainly been positive. However, when things get out of balance, it becomes necessary to pay close attention to the signs that are telling us that this is so. It is important to become conscious and aware of where we are at with our technological devices, and perhaps make it imperative that we implement and maintain a balance, so that we ensure we are firstly truly connected in the right way. That is, to our inner self, which, by the way, has more divine answers than Google or Siri, and where eye contact with one another is back to feeling more natural, comfortable, and necessary, enabling you to truly connect with one another, and where communication with each other in person is vital too, and to not make being on our numerous devices more significant than this. Let's really give it a go to make 2017 a year where we are conscious connectors as well as conscious co-creators, ensuring we make the all-important contact with one another, ensuring that we communicate from the heart, and ensuring that we open up the window to our soul so that our connection to one another is truly authentic, heartfelt, and sincere. May I take this opportunity in wishing you many warm blessings and love for a happy new year.